fixture
of the USA. Well, coming up will be a fascinating now with Fiji against the South Pacific islands of Tonga. And Fiji, of course, they have been the Rugby World Cup Sevens twice, in Hong Kong in 2005 and before that in 1997. And interesting really is, I think, a bit of a question, isn't it, because we haven't seen this Fiji side in a team where the obviously tremendous, immense talent, but will they have the teamwork, I wonder, Carl?
Yes indeed, Nigel, but Fiji have a long history in World Cup Sevens, won it twice, and I'm sure that's what they've been thinking about all year long. It's getting up in this one, but you have to strap yourselves in if you like physical football.
Well, there's a side left with 3 players who haven't played all this season. In fact, 3 of them haven't played for 2 or 3 years. Nayatalevu from in Paris at Francais, and Goneva at Leicester, and Talembulu at Bordeaux-Bègles. But brilliant talents with people like Rangamate and Viriviri through this season. And here are Tonga. By contrast, well, 6 of them have never played any international sevens before, and who really knows what we will find. Little experience. The captain Kilifi Latu has played 6 times, Saya Palae also, but well, they're physical, aren't they?
Yes indeed, and that's the approach I think that the Tongan team will have to take as we see the teams run out here. Fiji want to play fast and furious for sure.
Team Fiji and Team Tonga.
Well, South Sea Islands will be looking at this one now. Great rivalry, of course, there's often been, but Fiji, well, they know what talent they have, certainly brought by Alavareti Nderi. He's certainly gone back to earlier players of earlier years, and we've seen them brilliantly in the past. Talembula, who, well, through every tournament he's played in 8, he's scored 44 points by average, and Jogi Ramahti is 34 tries in 11, and Nayatalevu, he played 6 times for Fiji in the World Series and has scored 25 tries. So, but sometimes it's a little bit different when it's between 2 teams in the South Pacific. Referee Rhys Thomas, the trauma surgeon based in Newport in Wales. Tonga with first possession. Right. Captain Koloa Matangi, one of the 3 new players in this squad, but a knock-on.
Nakarawa there was the one that went and sealed off that ball, stopped the Tongan player from going to ground. It was an easy turnover. Now Tonga, after some strong work in the contact area.
There's Nayatalevu alongside him, big fellow of Nakarawa, 6'6", 18 stone 6. From Talevu. Free penalty there, taken into the hands of Talembula. Little knock on, a little careless.
Fiji will be disappointed there. Rangamate was the one that took it quickly and got it to the right hand side to open up the whole area of the field.
Sometimes the confidence goes, doesn't it, with too many little mistakes like that. That was Botia there, the captain. So Tonga have the put in just outside their own 22. And the penalty there with Botia on the wrong side. So Tonga certainly go into the opposition, but then turn it over with a penalty here into the hands of Goneva. Lovely hands they have in the breakthrough. This is Botia all the way. The captain sets the example. Well, he's had a great season last season, but he hasn't played in the World Series since before Christmas in 2012.
Well, missed tackles will hurt you, and can see there was 2 of them by the Tongan teams, and actually the second one, player from Tonga, I think it was Pepa Kolomatangi, gets his head on the wrong place and he hasn't moved. A strong run there by Naithalevu. It is to number 5, Pepa Kolomatangi. Just gets knocked out. Inadvertently taking the hip of the big number 3 for Fiji.
The score is Fiji 7, Tonga none.
We always knew it was going to be a physical encounter here, Nigel. It's proven so in the first couple of minutes already.
Coming in late, really, is the 30-year-old Kolomatangi, making his debut. Unlucky, and still being looked after here.
We see it right on the hip there, on the side of the temple. Good thing is for the Tongan supporters, and Kolomatangi's up walking off the field.
That's bad luck. Early bad luck, that is.
Substitution.
First day, of course, of the 3 event. Alafenona. Aloya. Has to lose it. Did well there with Palais. Pretty slow pass, really, but still with Alafenua. Turnover though. The hands of Viriviri. Ganeva wide. And Talembula. Careless.
Well, inaccuracy from both teams, you'd have to say. Fiji will be pretty disappointed, and so will Tonga. This is the way to play the Fijians, up the middle of the park, make them tackle you, but they're just a bit slow to get into support, rushing the pass. On that occasion, Latu was the one pushing it. But the Fijians, Nigel, you'd have to say, by no means have been fluid in this game.
There's the Fijian, Eddie Wanga, who's obviously been very much involved with Fiji and then switched over this season to Tonga. More powerful front row, Nakarawa, Botia, Naithalevu. Botia with the tackle. But still, good ball by Tonga. Stopped in his tracks. Tuipulotu. Knocked on by the leg. Wasn't a knock on, but careless again. But
miscommunication there on the part of the Tongan team, as you said, Nigel. For these Tongan players haven't played on the circuit.
5 passes only by Fiji, and that gives them a try already. This is Rankamati. He's absolutely brilliant this season. Well taken by Talembula. Well taken again by Talembula. Into the hands of Viriviri, one of the quickest men in the 7s this season. Checked, back inside. Into the hands of Naithalevu. Wide out is Botia. Tonga don't mind, do they? In the tackles, very physical, very strong. Messed up that, didn't they, for Fiji?
But he took it into contact down this near side of the field as Fiji go quickly.
Quick throw in by Nakarawa. Naithalevu stepping out of one tackle, takes into the second man. Nakarawa. Rankamate, brilliant. I remember when I spoke to Waisali Sarevi, and he said this man has got to get into this Fiji Sevens, and he's proved it. Just broke it all the way through, and Talambula got the pass inside from him. Those two, tremendous tattle.
You can see just the body sweep, he just missed it there, Rangamate, and just gives the little inside pass a la Waisali Sarevi. Skills unquestioned, and Talambula will get one of the easiest tries he'll score this weekend.
Well, this guy is 44 points per tournament in his 8 he's played. Now he's been playing 15s with Bordeaux Bergler in France.
Half-time and the score is Fiji 14,
Whereas in the
Tonga.
blood somewhere, his nephew was Apo Satala, was one of the great sevens. And there, the father of Tamasi Sama, same name, and of course one of the great players. Well, a little bit lit back now in the sevens, and he's been helping Fiji. But of course his son is playing for New Zealand. Nevrete and Derry. Tonga's coach, Eddie Wanga. Run away yet, have they, Fiji?
Really haven't got out of second gear at the moment. There's men in white, and I'm sure they want to put the pace on. Both teams have had opportunities. Tonga, though, they hold on to the ball, they can cause problems.
Well, just not easy, is it, if you've had, 35 different players this season during the World Series?
Cohesion's always going to be an issue when you've got a high changeover of numbers, and at the moment that's what Fiji look like, very disjointed.
Joji Rankamate, the 28-year-old, who's been the captain of that wonderful club, Wardens, in provincial Namosi. I think he's got that sort of Sarevi style, hasn't he? So the restart. Once again into very, very lovely pass by Bottia, wasn't it? Well, it looked as though it was going to be one. As well, that's a remarkable factor that we see with Fiji. And the sprint of Talambula. Well, 32 tries he played in his 8 tournaments on the World Series. And he's got tremendous talent and pace.
Well, it's great work before this. This is the last handoff. But just previous to that, down that short corridor, some great interplay between the forwards. They didn't engage the defence, they just drew them in. Once the Tongan players were committed, that's when they released the passes.
I wonder if he followed Waisali Sarevi, because he went to the same school as he went to, which is the Laleon Secondary School, somewhere near Lautoka. 21-0. Well, they'll be in this pool with Wales tomorrow. The last two teams who have won the Rugby World Cup Sevens, 09 and 05. Nice pick up there by Takalua. Latu. Tuinavai held up there.
What about the tackle from the number 5? Watasone Votu just buried the Tongan attacker. Here it is here, just watch him. Technique personified, under the ribs, get that down ya. Tuinavai is going to be sore in the morning after that.
Yeah, there he is again. Votu made his debut this season in London, the last tournament, but played 23 events before this last season. Motisano Votu from Lautoka also. Once again, Lavani Bhatia. Well picked up. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, he deserves that try. He created the turnover with his defence initially. He stayed on the near side as we look at it on the wing.
Saw the tackle and look at this as well.
You see that pass though, Nigel, just a little release. There was 3 Tongan defenders around that one player, so he's always going to have the overlap. Try and stop that.
Well, we just see this big, pretty much all over 6 feet, and they have the pace as well as the powerful strengths.
Tonga getting totally dominated here by the Fijians, who looked a lot more intense in the second 7.
Eli Tinai, another goal corker as well, alongside Rankamate.
Fiji 46, Tonga 0.
So it stays at 26-0. Again, good hands. So Rakamate. And this time of Ratini. Beautiful inside. And Rankamate is there in support. 2 of them were there.
You're right, he does have shades of Waisale Serevi, and I hate to put that tag because Waisale Serevi, a Hall of Famer.
Of course.
But just watch this number 6, he's in the Serevi's jersey. The pass just before that, it's a good 30-metre left to right pass on the money from Rangamate, which set it alight 10-5, and he gives the pass for to Georgie Rangamate. Really did create that one.
Well, I think he's been the star of, certainly one of the stars of this whole world season. Tim Mickelson would, I think, be the other rival too. I would have picked one of those 2.
Class players always have time, and he seems to have abundance of it, doesn't he?
Yeah. So balanced. Oof. Well, he didn't make it right that time, Ratini, on Tuinavau. Flipped away by Takulua. Perhaps an up chance here. This new side of Tonga, 6 have never played before, so it's been in the deep end, that's for certain. 33-0 at the moment. Oh, well taken. And who goes? Tonight. They look very comfortable, haven't they? Very confident.
Yeah, the second half,
easy.
Yeah, definitely. The second half, they really have picked it up, and Tanai's the one who scores a try. But again, it was that man we just spoke about, number 6, But under Mate, this footwork on the kid, just so smooth and balanced. See that awareness of space, realises where support players are, draws in two defenders. Good hands too. By tonight, did the easiest jog you'll see for him.
Strange really, because his Tinai has been in and out throughout this season. He was dropped after Las Vegas, then he next played Tokyo, then didn't play Glasgow or London. It's been a strange season. When Fiji started with the win in Gold Coast, and then they won in Hong Kong, went up and down in between. But this is a wonderfully talented 12 it looks at the moment.
We talk about them just cruising through. Well, it's actually 40-0.
Yeah.
The Fijian team really haven't got out of third gear. Here's the knock on. Just been totally outplayed, the men in red, haven't they, today?
Well, they'll be smiling in the Fijian Islands, won't they, at the moment? Careless there. Popped up by Vermalua. And once again, Watisoni Votu. Never seen so many players of sevens of the size who all are sprinters.
Oh, yeah, it's not fair, really, is it? Natural athletes, aren't they? The Fijians. But Votu down that sideline, gets the ball, and as soon as he gets it, he's away. Just strides out, gets his double for the game. I mean, probably could have 3.
I mean, you don't see many guys who are almost 17 stone and 18 stone that we've seen here. Nakaroawa, 18 stone 6, and Naithalevu, 17 stone, Nagusa, 17.9, and so on. So there we are. It was very impressive. What a start by Fiji. They will have Uruguay and Wales to come, but they have certainly shown what they can do. And that result, 45-0 over Tonga.